Hello and welcome to Heavy Metal Rex. My name is Oasis, and today I'm standing right now at the corner of Baldwin Park and Best Avenue. And some of you may know exactly what I'm doing here because I'm in California, and some of you do not. But I actually decided to stop by and see a shop that I've actually talked to for quite some time and who's been a real helpful supporter of the channel with parts and just kind of goofing off. And I decided since I was going to come down to Subi Fest, I might as well stop by and say hi. Let's see if anybody's home. They gotta get more signs out here. I thought they had a bigger sign on the wall.
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Welcome,
nice to see you.
Thanks so much for welcome to LA.
You guys need to get bigger signs outside.
Yeah, we do. Actually, they're redoing the signage outside all the walls, so we're gonna fix it up right after. So maybe come back in 3 months.
I saw that because the picture that I saw on Google was different than this.
What's different?
I passed the Tony
Hobbies.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, am I in the right spot?
Yeah. So a lot of people have trouble finding us sometimes because we're like right in the corner, and sometimes Google takes them to the other corner.
It does. That's exactly it. Yep. So I was like, I hope that I have the right address. So
welcome.
Yeah, man, I'm so glad to be here.
This is our not a showroom. We're gonna be setting up our new showroom next year. So if you're coming in to pick up the stuff, well, a lot of guys came already. It's not as nice yet, but it will be next year.
Still, there's stuff here. Yeah, there's things to see.
And then today we're gonna give you a tour.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. You want to do it now or?
We can do a quick tour right now.
Okay. So this is our office. This is Ty. Ty and a couple guys do your emails and support. Half the guys are mobile. They work in Rep Kevin, who's working in Washington right now. We have Anya's working at home right now, and we have.
It's nice of you guys having mobile remote work.
Yeah.
My company doesn't even do remote work anymore. They're like, get back in the office.
Yeah, get back. Yeah. So I mean, we kind of like it because it's more space to ourselves. It's not as crowded here.
It's nice and quiet.
So we have some minor stuff to show you. Some titanium parts, some grills. For those of BB owners, you already know seen this steering wheel. We have some color matched fender flares for display. So a lot of guys that want to come, they want to see what it is. You're more than welcome to grab it, grab the wheels, go try on the wheels. Put it back.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
in that case, I'm gonna try all this stuff on one by one.
Yeah. And then, let's head to the back. So this is one of our 3 locations. This is our main headquarters for shipping. So a lot of stuff you see here, all packaged up. We have shipping guys in the back.
Wow, man. That's a lot of inventory.
Yeah, and now half our other inventory is at another spot. If we have a chance to go, we can go show you guys today. But yeah, let's go watch the back. So everything you see here is all pre-boxed. Wings, fender flares not in here, out of stock, side skirts. You'll see some other parts like this.
Like splitters and stuff?
Splitters, side skirts, diffusers. These are all, a lot of people don't know, but we actually manufacture these in-house.
I didn't know that either. That is actually a very interesting fact.
So I'll show you a sneak peek of
hold on. Is this the did you guys get the Deadpool car? The Deadpool van? Spoilers.
Yeah, so
the AFD van?
This is the 3rd AFD van.
The shaggin' wagon?
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff that you can see, there's scratches and bumps, very normal. In here is pretty much, it used to be a lot bigger, but we sized it down because of space. As you can see, everything is cut through our CNC machine here. We do 3D scan everything first, and then we do the test fitting on the computer. Have a whole team that does that.
Yeah.
And then we cut it here, then we prep it here, and then we send it to our powder coat, which is down the street. And then they come back, wrapped up like this.
Dude, that's awesome.
They go into the box.
That's a pretty big misconception that I'm glad that you showed me this, because I don't think a lot of people even know that you guys do some of this stuff in house.
Yeah. So we've been doing this since 2013. 2013. Yeah, it's
10
been
years. 10 years.
So
yeah.
We've been doing aluminum stuff because these are more durable. Anything with metal, it's more durable versus plastic lips, ABS lips. So, but it is a little bit more on the expensive side. So,
yeah.
But for those,
you don't want it to break.
Yeah.
Something like that, especially like a lip or a splitter. It hurts me when people have them and they break them.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's so we do everything here. So if you order your splitters, they usually take a little bit longer time because everything is hand done.
Awesome.
So. Yeah,
that's pretty cool, man. Hey, you know what? What I want to do is I definitely want to sit down. I have so many questions for you about this place. Maybe we can find a spot in our in your little front office.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go back. Yeah.
Jeff, thank you so much for letting me come out here and having me out here. one of the things I wanted to do this year, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job of it, is what I call the year of tours. And this was my year to I just wanted to go to as many states and as many places and meet as many people because, as you guys know, I prefer the communication, I prefer the relationship building a lot more than the building of the cars, which is, you guys know, that's why I don't do so many installation videos. So I'm here at Aeroflow Dynamics. There's so many questions I have. The one I want to start with first is the history and origin of Aeroflow.
Okay.
How did all this start?
So this company was founded 2013, and then I've been here for almost 5, 6, 7 years now. So it's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
For my main job, I do stocks on the side, so this is more of my hobby.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So I also like do some other small business, but it didn't go good. So this is kind of my full time now, part time, full time.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but I love cars. I love modding cars since I was 16. So all my cars at home, even my parents' cars, I take it and I modify it. My mom's RAV4, I put a buffer on it. Why? Because I thought it was cool. So that was my mom's my first car I used. My mom had. Yeah.
The RAV4.
RAV4.
Okay.
And then if I can find a picture, I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, I don't think I think I saw a RAV4 a long time ago where somebody like K-swapped it and making like $600, but that's the only modified RAV4 I even know of now.
It's not that crazy. It's not that
crazy.
crazy. I got some like halogen with halo back then when BMW first came out with Angel Lights.
Oh my goodness.
This was back in
People went
2011,
crazy.
yeah. So
yeah.
eBay, they had a bunch of like, Xenon
everybody had halo lights and Alteza tail lights. That was like the thing to do.
Yeah, it wasn't good quality. It burned out like 3 weeks, but it was cool, So my whole life I modded cars, Every car I get, I lower it, I put wheels on it, I put exhaust on it. It's like a must thing to do. So now, working here, I've seen a lot of stuff. I go through like, especially parts now. We do parts, and it's crazy. Meet a lot of crazy, like good people.
Yeah.
Like every car enthusiast have their own build and like ideas, and it is crazy. So especially in LA, the car scene is pretty.
All right, sorry about that. So you were telling me about your mom's RAV4.
Yeah, so I got into game modifying really early. So especially being in this industry for so long, we see a lot of like the modding trend changes. It was hella flush back then, back in 2011, 2012. Everyone slamming the G35. The whole row was Z's, G's. Hella flush. I mean, it was cool. Even myself, I had a Subaru 2012, my first Subaru I bought, and that's how I started working here because they started doing Subaru.
Right.
So,
so you stanced it out.
Mine was like -8 camber, 215s on a 18x12, -40 offset. So it was cool. But then after you're driving, I feel like the car was gonna fly. So after that trend kind of stopped, we were going to the more track, I guess.
Slightly lower street track, yeah.
I think AFD just came out that time, so I bought the parts. And here we are.
That's crazy though. Yeah. Like it's funny because I've noticed that even in people that come into cars, they don't always start. Like even some of the tuners that I've met, it's crazy where they've come. Like I when I talked to Graham, he was in IT. He was a software engineer. I talked to a couple other people that they were. One did medical sales, and then he got into cars. Like wow, because it starts as a hobby, and then one day it just kind of takes over where you're just like, all right, I guess that's what I'm doing now. So that's pretty cool. So like, obviously like you guys have grown a lot, in that short period of time, and of course with the VB and everything's been grown. So what are some of like your goals? Like what is like the mission statement, the goal for AFD?
So also keep in mind. As of 2022, when the VB came out, the last owner sold the business to the new current owner.
Oh, okay.
So everything is transitioned now. We used to only sell splitters, diffusers, canards, like you see everything in the back. Now everything's kind of like everything now. Yeah,
actually, I kind of noticed that because when I known you originally, it was just like cosmetic aero stuff. Hence the name.
Yeah.
Aero, it wasn't like exhaust flow dynamics. It was Aeroflow.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. And then like slowly, I did notice that with the VB, slowly you guys just had.
Yeah. When the VB came out, we just the new owner targeted everything because he had a lot of resources overseas, a lot of factories he worked with personally and family members, so they were able to. I mean, they always had the resource. He wasn't just. Like he wasn't super intrigued on doing it right away. Yeah. And then he just like took the jump on the 22 VB. He's like, hey, let's try it.
Man, a lot of people took that jump on that VB, man, and I know you guys did.
Yeah, it was an ugly car, to be honest.
Oh, okay. I still don't believe that. I just don't, and I know you guys do like the paint. every other day, somebody will come into my comments and say like, oh, you know what would really fix that car? Paint match fenders. And I'm like, really? No, I don't believe them. I don't, but I'm pretty honest about it. Like what people found to be ugly on it, I actually loved. You know, especially the honeycomb.
I don't think the flare, like, I don't, here, have a flare here. I don't think the stock is terrible, but once you have it on, then you'll know.
That's why I'm like trying hard, like,
so
I'm trying hard
below,
not to take it.
If, you know, you should install one, you know, on your car.
Oh my goodness.
And if you don't like it, you can take it off. But I think once you have it on, you might have a different perspective.
I'm gonna do a little different. I'm gonna put like one on the front right and one on the back left, and just this way I get both. You know?
Get both, yeah. So, I mean, it's, you know, some people say after a couple months they don't care anymore. You know, and I agree to like our friend Adrian's WRX.
He has a blue one. The blues look great. It's the white that just somehow looks not so great.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt, because then I got a white one. So when I saw somebody paint match the white one, I was like, the blue reminds me of my old blue car. But like the white one, man, I don't know, it looks a little too much. Unless you have
more mods. If you have more mods, lowered, you know.
maybe next year, maybe I'll try it.
We'll see some white ones at Semi Fest, right? So, you know.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Some flares, so, you know, have a different perspective. But
so the goal, so it looks like the goal was to just kind of expansion. That was the goal.
Expand, you know, offering new products, and we expanded really quick, you know, like really quick, unexpectedly, you know. We did the, you know, when we first did the videos for the color match, we didn't expect that much people to, you know, like want to do this. It's because we just did it for fun. Because I like to mod, so when I got the car, like first thing I did, I took it to the muffler shop. I cut off the rear mufflers because that's what I do for every car.
Really?
Because exhaust, if a lot of people don't know, yes, a catback is nice. But you get the true noise. Like, if you just want to be like, you know, kind of budget and you want to make a little bit of noise, muffler delete, chop it off.
Yep.
$200, get some tips. It's good.
Yeah.
Trust me on this. Okay. And if you want to go ahead, like for example, the intermediate pipe, I was the first one to chop all that off too, because I've been in the exhaust game for a long time, so I know
the exhaust chopping game.
Yeah, and it's cheap, it's affordable, and you can always put it back, right? I mean, that's the hassle of it, right?
Right. A couple of clamps is as good as new.
Yeah. So. We're doing that, and then we started posting all these videos of people like wanted to, you know, do the same thing, right? People was like, "Where do you get exhaust from?" I'm like, muffler shop. And the owner's like, you know, let's just offer. I mean, we have the resource. Why not use it, right? So we came out with, you know, the axle bags, the titanium, which is, you know, if you want a nice piece, you know, I would definitely like get an actual system, right? But if you want to new guys that get into the new WRX, like a lot of owners first time with the manual WRX. They never drive manual before.
That's right? This generation especially. We've got a lot of new people.
A lot of new people. A lot of Honda guys are converting to the WRX now. Well, I mean, I think it's a great car, all-wheel drive. Right? 4 seats, boosted. Can't complain. Under 30 grand.
It's a Civic Si. Like everybody jokes about it, but it's like a Civic Si, just more. Right, it's just that little bit more that people want from the SI, you get from a WRX, and so you pay just that little bit more. But I feel like if the SI went in that same route, we'd be looking at the same price range, and it probably would still stay front wheel drive too.
Yeah. So even like we have a Type R too, still front wheel drive, right? We pay almost $60,000 for the Type R. It's a great car, by the way. Everyone asks me this every time. Type R WRX.
I don't think they compare. I don't think there's a competition. They're not the same. The Type R is a much better car. But I don't class it, and people always want me to class the GR Corolla and the Type R with the WRX, but I don't think it's not the same. It's not fair.
Exactly. Unless the STI comes out.
Then you can compare it. Yeah. It's like comparing the old WRX to a Type R, which even then that wasn't a comparison. You didn't do that comparison.
Exactly, yeah.
So, all right, so we're talking about parts, we're talking about blowing up, and this is... So all this started a long time ago. Last year, I think it was like towards the end of the year, I had a live stream, and people on YouTube, and people were like asking me about Aeroflow Dynamics, and I don't like, I'm not. It's not customary for me to badmouth anybody, right? I try to get the facts. I try to go somewhere and like understand. And even if I'm talking, I was like, okay, let's think about this logically. Like you guys are saying, you guys have all these problems. You have this, you have that. In my opinion, what I thought happened, and I said this on stream, and it was so funny because like 2 minutes later. Aeroflow Dynamics was there, and I was like, "Yo, did somebody tell him like talking shit about that? Like, what? This is way too convenient for this to be like a coincidence."
It was just,
you know. And I said that. I said when the 22 delivers came out, the number one thing that people had a lot. Well, there was two things people had problems with: the bumper and the flares. And all of a sudden, there was this company selling paint matched flares, and I was like, maybe what happened was like everybody was like, okay, I'll just buy one and get those flares. They were small. They made maybe like 20 flares, and now they got like 600 people wanting to buy them, and now they're wondering like why it's taken so long. So that my guess was that exactly what you said, that you guys just blew up really quickly, and the VB community also blew up really
quickly. Yeah. When we started posting the flares, we had like hundreds. I'm not even exaggerating. Like the email team was stressed because they come in, especially on the weekend. Boom, list. Questions about fenders. I would say like 60% of them, when I saw it, was just mainly questions. But not really they want to buy it. So we, right away, we hired 2 new sales, support emails, trying to answer the question at the same time. So it was a mess.
Yeah.
Everything was a mess. The fender flares, we were testing a lot. At first, what we were doing is people were sending in their own flares.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Our owner has a body shop. Not too far from here, so we took it to a body shop. We bought some stock flares, we're testing it, sanding it to see how well it can stand with the new paint. Because a lot of shops, they won't do it.
Yeah.
They won't do it because it is a pain in the ass to do this. When you sand,
well, they do it and they charge a lot of money.
Because the sanding takes alone like at least a couple hours for one piece. And if you sand too much, guess what? You create a hole.
You gotta start over.
No, you create a hole.
Okay.
Then you gotta bondle it in there.
Oh, yeah.
So to take the job, right, we were charging like $1,000, right, with paint, and honestly, it was not profitable. It was just more, just to give the customer
what
something.
They want. Okay,
yeah, so we almost made no money. Sometimes we even lose money because shipping get there, it gets damaged.
Oh yeah.
Our problem shipping. You know how it is. Some people, some customer got a box with a foot mark on it.
Dude, yeah. I just ordered a mattress. My wife got a mattress. A box spring, and it had holes on both sides. Yeah. And I'm like, what are you guys doing with these boxes?
So it's crazy. So then after that, we finally got this new S-style fender flares, which we made it 10 millimeter wider, get out of the vents, and then just a lot of testing. So people was ordering them, and then I remember the first batch that came in because it was so rushed. The color was off.
I remember that.
It was one shade off. The World Rally Blue was like in between sapphire blue, and then people already waited like 4 months already, right?
Yeah.
And I understand too, as a customer, when I wait I want my car parts on it. When I order it, I want it like Monday, Tuesday. So I can go home after work, put it on.
Yeah, because they order it, they check every day, that tracking, they check it every day.
Especially when people order, like, we have some cool customers that are like really patient, and then there's some people I totally understand. When you wait 4 months, they come, not the right product, I'm gonna be pissed, totally understandable, So we had a lot of like transitions with that. So we now every quarter we always change our quality control.
Okay.
Especially people in factory over there, because manufacturer always have a 10-50% defect. Happens all the time. Because all humans it's not by computer. So everything we paint, for example, this flare, they will hang it on the machine.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then they'll paint it. So it will like rotate.
Yeah.
If I can send you it, I'll try to, but I don't think I can. But I just saw
we'll take a trip. We'll take a trip there one day.
If you want to come trip, that's nice. Yeah, you see the whole plant, how they operate. It's crazy. So sometimes when they paint it, each station has their own supervisor, and sometimes the supervisor, let's say the supervisor having a bad day, whatever.
Oh man,
And then the last person will put a sticker that says quality check. We don't know until it gets here. We're not going to open every single product again because everything's wrapped up already, right? So that will happen sometimes. But now we kind of do like a double, triple quality check now to make sure everything's good. But there will be incidents where something might have like some paint issue. Very common, especially people in the paint industry. That's how it is. It's just very unavoidable. Like
especially if it's like in a factory like that. Like I can understand because like I mean how many parts do we know today get built just like that, and there's always something.
Yeah, always something. Our splitters, no problem, because we do everything here. We see everything before we ship, no problem, But with these like wings and stuff, exhaust not so much, but anything with paint issues, like paint is always a little bit something. So back then, like the STI wings, we had like a bunch of wings cracking.
Yeah.
The paint cracking. You know why? Because they didn't put the what's it called, the right base coat.
Okay.
And then they missed one clear coat. They just completely do it, right? And then we didn't know until people
are getting the parts.
They wait 3 months, and then we sent out hundreds of them, right?
Yeah.
And they all have this issue. So now what we do now is we paint every batch differently. Instead of painting 300 at a time, we'll paint 40, 50.
I see.
Every batch. So if there's a
there's
small batch,
less amount of total issues.
in case something happens. So this is stuff that a lot of people don't know. So we go through this all the time. People assume that we just give them a bad quality part,
Okay.
So it's a little.
See, this is actually the most important reason why when people ask me that question, why do you order from Aeroflow, or it's is there anything wrong with them? Is as in you and me, we don't know exactly what's going on in the background. And I actually, I didn't tell you this, but I've been wanting to make a video about Aeroflow for a long time, discussing all that stuff. I was like, I want to wait until I can actually go and ask them, because I've heard all of your guys' complaints, and I'm on Reddit. I read way more than I need to. That's my problem. And so I was like, okay, I have all that information, and we all already know. We've had this discussion multiple times, as in you guys in the comment section. But I wanted to come here, and I'm glad this happened, because nothing beats honesty and transparency, right? I mean, you're not saying F the customer, but look, this is why. But I mean, every instance, at least most of the instances that I know where there's an issue, you guys have been able to reach out to the customer and resolve.
We always customer satisfaction #1. Okay, so if any issues, people email us. Now there are some cases, where I can't remember the top of my head, but there was one crazy one, not crazy, a little intense, where a customer had a wing, he just drilled through the hole. He punctured it.
Okay.
Because sometimes installing stuff is not that easy.
Yeah,
right?
if you've never, especially a wing, if you've never done it before.
It's not that easy. Even I don't want to do it because it got drilled through layers of paint. But all the new wings are good now. Everything's we always update our products every 6 months. To make it fit
and I've
better,
noticed that too. Yeah,
to make it fit better, to make it better quality, and make it affordable. Most important thing is affordable, because back then when I was buying cars, I'm on cup noodle, every week. Yeah. Because I'm trying to save for a set of wheels, Tires, that's expensive, right? Yeah. Mounting a tire costs money. Oh, and then I got to buy valve stamps and the TPMS swap.
That was and that was just the outside, man. Because I was still doing layaway. When I got my first car, I was doing everything on layaway. So it'd be I would pick it, and I get it 2 months from then. Because every week I'm dropping $50 here, $40 here, and I'm I got it. And then back then, you want to talk about quality control? I used to get stuff that was so bad, I'd spend 2 months, and this company wouldn't even tell me that it's shitty quality. They let me put it on layaway, I'd get it, install it, and it'd be the worst thing that I could have bought. And that whole 2 months, nobody was hey, maybe we should tell this guy. They were no. Whatever. Yeah. Just take this kid's money. Yeah.
So we want to keep it, like I said, customer service #1. If there's any problems, customers more than welcome to muscle. If something breaks, we'll ship you a new one. Doesn't matter. Our owner is super cool, right? There's a guy that bought an F1 system, has a dent. We ship him a new one, no questions asked, right? But but it has to be within reason. Some people will take advantage of this. Some people will they will get a free part and do a chargeback on us.
Oh wow!
Yeah, there's a lot. We don't talk. There's a lot of. We have a lot.
There's a blue VV that just drove by.
We're probably picking up something right now. CBFS in a couple of days. So
yeah, that's right.
So there's random incidents, but we we are growing too as a company, and this is this past 3 years been crazy for us. Going so big and so much good customers. We're dealing a lot of new challenges too. So we're growing together. We're not saying that we're all correct or anything. So definitely, if there's issues, like I said, that anytime they're welcome to hit us up, and we'll get it fixed for them. I mean, that's within reasonable.
Yeah, and honestly, I can't really expect a better answer than that to that question, because it is something that it gets. I mean, you sit on Facebook, you sit on Reddit. I'm sure you see people talking about it, but the thing is, we never really always get to see. You always get to see when somebody complains. You don't always get to see what the resolution of it is, because people like drama. People like the drama part, but nobody ever goes for the correction. And I don't think that's right. And I try really hard not to do that, but I'm human too. Sometimes I'm oh shit, they put it up. Yeah. Oh man, let me find out what's going on over here. But I try my, especially now, because I think I have a vested interest in people that I work with, and that's you guys have sent me a few parts, and I try to just be objective about it. If there's something wrong, and my parts, I've messed up my part. You guys know I broke my lip. I thought that lip was so. When I got that lip, that was the first piece of aero that I had bought for a car, or that I got for a car in 10 years. every day I would go in the garage. I was like, damn, man, it looked like a race car.
Yeah.
It looked like a race car. I mean, it was like big. It was that first one too.
Yeah, the V2,
I really liked it. So, and I appreciate answering all those questions. That was actually really good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we were able to get to that.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now?
Is that it? That's all we have, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about a bunch of other stuff, but it's gonna be like a 4.5 hour video.
Okay, we can go to, if we want to get some B-rolls right now, we can head to our shop and then we'll go over the BB.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looks like. And tell me,
No,
is
no.
that the inspiration?
Yeah, that was a last minute surprise because everyone is expecting the purple, which I think the purple looks, it's okay. But with what's going on with this car, we need something that, people traveling a lot of places come super fast, right? So when I give them a good experience, have them see the car.
Dude. And
in
you
the
put the STI wing on there?
With the STI wing, yes.
Because from a distance, this is going to look like the Visit car.
Yeah. We actually have that wing.
But
we didn't have time to put it on. It was still test fitting, unfortunately. Yeah, but
but you said you're gonna be going to other
events. Yeah, so
you think they'll be on.
Hopefully, yeah, for sure. Box Fest for sure. So this car's gonna be all over this year. So
I'm glad you guys are taking it all over. Okay, so you kind of mentioned this in your video as well because when you were talking about the turbo kit. So this has like the boost lap, the 1-of-1 boost lap kit.
The one that you were supposed to kind of.
Yeah, I was supposed to bring it on the channel, but. That didn't happen. It blew up.
Yeah. So on this kit, it's a direct bolt-on. As you can see, ETS front mount. Pretty much is a FA20 turbo, essentially.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so they just modified it for that. Okay.
And then custom headers, everything.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So you guys didn't stick with the Ray then? That's because you had the Ray's intake and the.
Yeah. If I were to run the Rays, I would have to. We need to make a custom pipe, weld on the map sensor, and it didn't work out. So. I really want to keep it, but it looked a lot better, but unfortunately we couldn't. So, all custom, making 420 to the wheel, and 430-ish torque. So, it is maxed out. Fueling is a big problem right now.
Yeah. It's on is it ethanol blend?
It's on E40 right now.
E40,
yeah. So, we can go E40 with 100 octane fuel. Ooh. So, the tuner set up pushed to 480 to the wheel. So we need to go buy fuel and
more
transmission is gonna blow. So we want to kind of.
I mean, it depends on how many launches you do.
Yeah.
Like I was telling the guy that was the thing. I mean, I'm at over 300 launches, and it's
transmission. Don't jinx it.
I'm just saying. Every day I think about it. I'm like, is today the day? And it's not. I still have to do my launch control videos.
Yeah.
So one of these nights, I actually need to go out and do like 3-4 more launches. And I'm just like, every night I think I'm like, it could be tonight. This could be it.
Fingers crossed. Everything's good.
Yeah.
But our transmission is slipping right now.
Oh, okay. Well, is the transmission or the clutch?
Sorry, the
clutch is slipping?
It's slipping like crazy right now.
But it's an OEM clutch.
OEM clutch. Yeah. So we have a 6-speed on the side waiting. So as soon as this goes, we're gonna push this to its maximum potential, right? We launch it and it blows 6-speed, right? Yep.
Yeah. But I will say the color looks amazing, and I'm kind of glad because when people were showing me the purple, and you can see some of it's still on here. Like I didn't think it looked bad, but like if I had to pick between the old gray and this purple, I would have kept the old gray.
Yeah.
And this purple, I was like, it's like somewhere in the middle of like sapphire pearl and Royal Rally blue.
Yep.
Is that kind of where you guys were thinking?
It was this actually color was the Porsche GT3 RS, the violet purple RS, but that color was I think it's fitted more for exotic car, in my opinion. The WRX, it just someone made a Barney comment about it, and then I was like, bro, that's it. It's coming off. It's coming off.
But no, this because of what we know, the Visit concept. I think this is the right.
And we got the look. I even recoated the wheels. It was our GT2 wheels forged. It was.
Oh yeah, I saw them on the thing. Oh,
it was diamond black, so we got satin black. Last minute,
Oh, it's gonna look perfect on there. Yeah, so what about the accessories? So I see some of the accessories you have.
Yeah.
So like, what is going on with the? That. What's that gonna be? So it's gonna be gloss.
Gloss black.
Okay.
We are coming out with a new centerpiece.
Really?
Should we show them a sneak peek here?
Yeah. Yeah. What can you? Well, now you can show me all the sneak peeks you want.
Let me see.
Headlights, taillights, everything.
Taillights. Let's go. This is a JDMuscle taillight. I'm sure you guys seen it already, but this will be showcased at CB Fest. So
The dragons.
yeah, the dragons.
Ooh, I do like them.
So
And
these
I
are
am in
still
the market for
prototype.
taillights.
Yeah. So
I've been holding out on taillights and headlights for dude. I've had Reg Speed wanted to send me somebody else, and I was like, I don't know yet. I just want to hold out. Like I think they look great, but I don't think it's enough.
I think the stock looks great. Like
Man,
I'm not gonna lie.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think in my honest opinion, okay.
Yeah.
I like aftermarket taillights, but I think the stock
That's why I haven't gotten rid of them.
headlights, understandable. The base and the premium guys, right? We don't have that much options right now.
That's why I'm happy for the one that I saw. I like what they had posted.
Yeah.
And,
But
I'll
let me show
definitely
you
see it.
a sneak peek of what we have here.
I don't know if it's gonna come up in the camera.
So the center,
Ooh.
lower center part, which is the factory one, has a. We can show.
Yeah, you just have to send me a picture of it.
Here's an example where it looks like stock.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have the kind of sport grill mesh in the middle and 2 vents.
Oh, I
Functional
see. So
vents.
to get rid of this.
Yeah. So this whole piece will come off.
Oh, I
and
see.
be
I
replaced.
see. Okay, I see that. Yeah.
And then it's gonna be a vent in the back to cool your brakes.
I think that's yes.
So functional
Definitely
and
yes. Because already so much of the aero on the car from stock is pretty functional.
Yeah.
These should have probably had holes in them.
Yep.
But we'll forgive Subaru. You know.
We are coming out covers to cover this.
Okay.
Because the VA's STI, they have that cover.
Yeah, they do.
So we'll make a cover for those people been demanding and asking for it. So we're gonna make some color match covers.
Okay.
And then this piece, and then
I think with having the holes there with the brake, that's going to be a big deal for a lot of people that actually have, all the big brake guys that are like just sitting on the road. They need that brake cooling.
Exactly. Especially on the track. Especially on the track.
That's good.
So Cosmis here is doing spacers right now. So 20 mil spacers on his GT, and then we did a wing install right now. And
The black car?
Yep, and lowered it, and then with the blue one outside, we're putting on.
Well, everybody's getting work done today. All these VBs. I came in and all these VBs getting work.
Yeah, we have a lot of VBs coming through, and then right now we're scanning right now. We have a G87 M2. We're doing the rear diffuser and side skirts. So like I said,
raced one of those, one of my stock VB.
Oh.
Smoking.
Smoking.
Didn't even stand a chance.
It looks kind of weird. I'm okay with that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little too sandwich.
BMW, for me, has kind of gone down when it comes to the looks department. Because I used to think BMW was
back in the E90 series.
I'd say even like most of the 90s and 2000s.
E46. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's different. The build quality is different.
Yeah. Well, even just the design is just vastly different. So anyway, we're here.
So this car will be there Sunday. Well, for those seeing the video now, pretty sure you've seen the car already.
You'll have already seen it. Yeah. I can't show you this until after Subaru Fest. So.
And then so once this transmission goes, we're gonna new transmission. We are gonna do a sequential gear shift. That's
Ooh, really?
We have we got budgeted a little bit more for this car.
Wow,
this year,
that is a help. I'm gonna have to come back out here when you do that.
Yeah, once everything's done, we're gonna put the whole cage, the whole shipping.
Oh.
Actual wide body, we're gonna do the race car version.
Somebody actually is coming out with one.
There's actually one CB5. You'll see one tomorrow.
Okay.
Our friend Battle Aero, they made a wide body kit.
I think that's the one that I saw somebody posted on Facebook, didn't they? Some time ago, and it looked really good.
You'll see it tomorrow.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
So, but a lot of guys don't know that if you go too wide, it drives terrible.
Yeah, I can believe that.
From experience, axles. But we'll see. It's gonna be a.
Well, when you people don't understand, when you're legitimately wide bodying a car, there's a lot more engineering that goes on when you're sticking the wheels out there that people don't really think about. They just look at the looks.
Yeah.
It's not just for looks.
Exactly.
There's a function there. But the Stains boys, they don't care. We try to explain it to them, but they just don't care.
Yeah. But I mean, we're gonna put everything back today. We'll finish it today, and then the car wash. And then Sunday is gonna be
you guys got a busy day, man.
Yeah, we
got
got
a lot to do. This is right. You guys don't even know. This is it's like Friday afternoon now.
Yeah. We started doing this 3 days ago. We started doing this idea 3 days ago. We're like, last minute we're gonna surprise everyone at CB Fest. But
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
And you know what? In the sun, I think it's gonna
look,
man.
Yeah, it's gonna look crazy. Yeah.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this very interesting on location. I was actually really excited for this for a very long time because like I told you, I've been wanting to do a video on all the different companies, and it just so happened that, you know, you guys have been so nice to me to bring me out here and let me look at all your stuff and all these secret stuff. My favorite thing about YouTube over anything else is the fact that I get to see and meet the people and the things that originally I thought were like celebrity status. Because you guys know me, I'm not, this is new to me, you know? So all the people that I used to watch on all these other channels, including you guys, to me, they were just like, oh my God, this looks cool. Now I actually get to go meet them, and they...
just normal people.
But you know what, and that's the nice thing. Everybody has just turned out to be just down-to-earth, chill people. And for me, that's a big deal because I used to work at Universal Studios a long time ago, and I used to meet a lot of celebrities. And so one thing about celebrities is sometimes you meet them, it's not great.
Yeah.
And you kind of wish you had never met them because they don't like you. So anyway, Jeff, man, thank you so much for letting me come out here.
Thanks for coming, bro.
You know,
well,
and,
I mean, I'm gonna see you again Sunday, so.
Yeah, well, you guys don't know that. They don't know that. Well, yeah, they know. Yeah, I'll be hanging out. You guys are gonna see this afterwards, so you'll have met me at Subi Fest, and we had a lot of fun. I can tell you that already. So anyway, I hope you guys found this video somewhat informative and you had fun, and I'll see you in the next one.